In this video, we'll be going from the Dismal Swamp to Elizabeth City, North Carolina.
Now we are entering the channel towards the Dismal Swamp.
And here we are locking through the Deep Creek Lock on the Dismal Swamp route. We got another boat in here with us. They're from Vermont. This is the first time we ever had somebody help us with our lines because we had to get our lines around those bollards up at the top of the lock. Ginger's excited because she thinks she's getting off the boat.
Here I am at the bow as we're coming up the lock, and we get high enough that I can see this plaque. That's interesting. You can hear the radio, the VHF radio over that loudspeaker there. One boat behind us, and they're, I believe, staying at the visitor center, same as we are. And the bridge is going up and up. So we're going through. Kind of hug one side. You got lots of room over here.
Okay.
I mean, you're far away from that. Back on a canal. Been a while. You have yourself a good day, sir. Thank you very much. Hey, it's gorgeous. I'm glad we did it.
Hey, cool. I'll see you guys next time.
Okay, thank you now. Not gonna tell them we're not coming back. We're going south. There it is. Here's the two sailboats coming behind us.
One thing about the Great Dismal Swamp Canal that's different than the Erie Canal is that it is perfectly straight, since it doesn't rely on any natural waterways and was built through a wilderness. So it didn't have to go around anything. There were no mountains or rock cliffs or established buildings. So anyway, it's pretty much dead straight. We were worried about the people behind us wanting to pass us. It is fairly narrow, and it's also all no wake zone. So we're going just about as fast as we can without creating any wake, but they don't seem interested in passing us. They have sort of strung out a little behind us. They're both, one of them's about our size, the other one's a slightly bigger boat. But they did tell the lockmaster that they didn't know how far they were going. They were just enjoying the trip, so that's good to hear. Not in a hurry to overtake us in the Dismal Swamp Canal. And here's Richard studying the chart, looking for the visitors center, I'm sure. We just passed mile 14, and I think it's at mile 22, so...
It said generic info, there was a tree across the canal.
Oh.
That was in 2019.
I don't think we have to worry about that one any longer.
I don't think so.
And even Ginger has settled down finally to doing her usual. She was not happy with stopping and anchoring while we waited for the lock to open. She wasn't happy with waiting for the bridge to open, but seems okay right now. So we're away from the highway now. We're probably in the Great Dismal Swamp Park right now. And it does look like untouched wilderness. Well, there's a picnic table up there, so not quite untouched.
And this is the Douglas Road Free Dock. We won't be stopping here today. We're going to stop at a different free dock, but that's kind of neat. Sign says 24-hour mooring only. Looks like it has facilities, restrooms. Beautiful part of Virginia, this Dismal Swamp. So here on this side is the receiving end of this unnamed farm bridge. That's a serious looking bridge. Yeah, apparently they put it over the canal only when they need it, and luckily they don't need it now, because you don't want to hit that. Now this is the Swamp Commander. It's a little ferry that it looks like people have built for themselves to pull across. We're leaving the visitor center in the Dismal Swamp. You can see the bridge is in the background, the pedestrian bridge at the state center. Beautiful, beautiful morning.
Although
yes,
like
that is frost.
Degrees.
Say it again?
39 degrees
Yeah, we could
inside the boat.
we could see our breath inside the boat this morning. That was fun. Yes, that is frost you're seeing on our boat. Look at the beautiful trees. Lovely water. Not too many obstructions in front of us. And yes, the frost is still melting on our mast. It's pretty well melted off our solar panels now. A little bit on top, that's called the Dodger. Okay, we just came out of the final walk, and this is just beautiful. Just gorgeous. That boat was behind us. We let them go first. They like to go faster. So the edges look a little swampier here, but the depth is much better. We're at 12 feet, which is like twice as deep as it was before. Ooh, wonder if there's any alligators in there. Okay, this is the house on the Dismal Swamp that Lisa wants. That she can fix up, so her and Ginger can live all by themselves, because I ain't living in that.
And this is early morning, going down Turner's Cut, southbound. We went through the 8:30 lock. Nice.
Feet all the way down.
Yes. He said that after the first little bit by the lock, that you would have no problem with depth in Turner's Cut. We've been calling those things alligators. Anything sticking up in the water. The water here is like dark like coffee from all the tannins. Bunch of dead longleaf pine trees that will one day become canal obstructions. This is the upper reaches of the Pasquotank River. It's really looking like a dismal swamp here. We're here at about high tide. I don't know quite how tidal this is. We just came out of Turner's Cut, and there is not a sound other than us. Of course, you want to avoid things like this. We've been calling these things floating in the water, these logs floating in the water, alligators. A little further south, they really will be alligators.
Those mostly leaves?
Yeah. There's something towards the middle coming up too. It looks sort of like a moose swimming across the river, but that is actually what they call a dead head. Dead tree sticking out of the water. Or not really quite dead, because these swamp trees do grow right out of the water.
Put your head on my shoulder, baby. Oh, now she's acting like she doesn't care. Oh, look at her walk away.
And there's a giant nest in the top of that dead tree. I don't know that it's an eagle's nest, but they do have eagles around here. I guess it could be an osprey. So we are docked at the free dock at Mid-Atlantic Christian University in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. And let me just say, Christian plus Southern hospitality might be a little too much. Oh, seriously, you can never have too much hospitality. It is just wonderful. You not only get to dock for free, but you can dine at the cafeteria, and prices are very reasonable, and the food's very good. And
I can't find anybody.
and you can pick up a free dog. The garden is a magnificent tropical paradise. Oh yeah, I would live here. So we are on the outskirts of downtown Elizabeth City, and already you can tell this is sort of a cool, funky town, working hard to maintain its character and keep businesses open. So here in this one block we have a cute bistro. We have Viking Sound Studio where you can record your music. We have an axe throwing studio. We have a native center. And what was the other thing?
Japanese food.
A Japanese restaurant and some other cool thing. And here's the art studio. And the results of an art studio, really cool mural. And this is the Elizabeth City waterfront. We're up the river beyond that drawbridge. And down here are several city-owned municipal docks with free tie-up, and some that are modestly priced if you want electric and other amenities. And it's right downtown in front of the Museum of the Albemarle. And it is sort of shocking to see them putting up Christmas decorations here in Elizabeth City when it's still so warm, the flowers are still blooming, and we're still sailing. And if I couldn't like Elizabeth City anymore, here is the fabric store with an old Singer sewing machine sign still on it. And just to make you feel like you're back in the 50s, And again, seems funny, people getting ready for winter and Christmas when we're still sailing. So this is the Kraken Coffee House where we're gonna go and get some coffee. Okay, this decoration is way too cool for just a coffee house. We don't know if they'll let Ginger in.
Just leaving Mid-Atlantic Christian University. Beautiful spot. We're about to go under the bridge over there. So we're about to go through the bridge here at Elizabeth City. You might be able to hear the bells. That's what happens usually when a bridge is about to stop traffic. This bridge, it also has some gates for traffic stopping. Apparently the people in Elizabeth City are smart enough. They pay attention to the traffic lights. That's always a good thing. Oh, those gates are down. This bridge does not open between 7 and 9 for rush hour traffic. There's the horn. Gates are down on both sides of the bridge now. That bridge clearance, I think, is, oh, you can see it there. It's 7 feet closed. So we're not going to make it with 52 feet. And there it is opening. There's 2 spans. We walked across it yesterday. One of the things you have to do when you're making passage is to time things like when bridges open and locks open, and sometimes you have to wait and sometimes you get it right. Okay, they're all the way up now. Lisa's engaged the throttle. There's the mechanics underneath. Gears and wheels. And a lot of grease. That's where the bridge operator is. And he just sounded the horn indicating he's going to move the position of the bridge again. Elizabeth City was a wonderful place to stay. It has 3 free docks. We stayed at the Mid-Atlantic Christian University. They gave us full run of their facilities, gymnasium, and didn't use, showers, and their cafeteria. Nice hot meal, and it's always nice to get a hot shower. Another great reason to go through the Dismal Swamp.